Here we go. So this is Mount Blade 2 Bannerlord with the Old Realms mod, which is a Warhammer fantasy interpretation, we'll just call it. It's of course not official because it's a mod. It's not finished. You can find it. All you need to do is type in exclamation point. What was the name of it? Crap. Exclamation point the Old Realms in the chat, and the bot will produce a link for you. Either whisper it to you or say something. I think it actually says something here in chat. Anyway. Just do that, and you get a link, and it's. Make sure you read the instructions. Just be clear, read the instruction because there's some stuff, and just keep that in mind. Anyway, like I said, we started playing this a couple weeks back, and I've been doing things here and there. Gimpy, the vampire. You'll see that here in a second. What was going on? There's no scout cam in Indo. There's no such thing. It's a dog cam only. Okay, so I'm currently sitting in town. I guess we should look at the map. Actually, it's easier for us to get out of town. So this is the map as we know it currently. Again, work in progress. There's at least 4 factions, I believe even more. I think there's maybe 5 factions, but I think only 4 actually hold territory. The 5th faction being Chaos. Chaos is actually in here. They're not a big dominant force yet, but I kind of found it more by accident last time we streamed this. I forgot where we were, but we ran into Chaos troops. Actually, we didn't run into them, we rescued them. They were being held prisoner. They'd been taken prisoner for some reason. But there's a Chaos Knight. We rescued him. We can't recruit these guys ourselves. Oh, there's a little bug there, isn't there? That lance. It doesn't recognize the ground entirely. But mod. Anyway, so we got those guys. I don't think I have any more Chaos. Oh, I do. We got a Nurgle Chosen. We got those guys. We got just a regular Chaos Chosen. Very shiny. Got a Corn Warrior. Looks like he needs to drink some more beer, maybe. I think that's it for them. Yeah. Okay. So, what can we do in this mod? Stuff. Hey, Twilight Wolf, welcome back. Any better undead? Yes. So, and I check this. I can actually rename people if we want, because the mod is actually working for that. So that's good. So we do have Vuku's maybe dying. He's a necromancer, and boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel is looking for you.
So we got that. Gimpy is technically a vampire. Again, because when you first start the game, you got to choose between 2 factions you want to join. It's either the vampires or the empire. And we went with vampire because why not? And when you make the right selections during your character creation, you can actually become a necromancer from the very start, or you can learn how to be a necromancer as you play the game. It's up to you. As long as that allows you to become a lich. I don't know if it does or not. I don't think it does, because it's not that complicated yet. We'll look at the spell books here in a short time here. And you got your companions you can hire. We found necromancers. We got a white king. We got an actual vampire. Celestial wizard. He doesn't belong in the group too well. He throws a fit when we raid towns and stuff. Nobody else gives a shit in the group, but he does. And he also likes shooting our people in the back. So anyway, then we picked up this necromancer because Gimpy needed clothing. So what we did is we stripped him clean. We took everything except his staff, and Gimpy has his own stuff. So yeah, Gimpy's going archer and whatever the scythe works out to be. Kill and raise a mage, again, not an option. As far as units go, we got vampire units that upgrade. They've got a vampire new bloods go either male or female. I don't know what the difference really is. because these guys definitely have lances and whatever, but the females don't. They do have, I think, a ranged weapon of some kind. I think they throw javelins or something. But anyway, vampires. Do they have any special powers? Not that I know of. I haven't been able to notice any there yet. Got them. That's the same thing there. That's that one. And then these are the skeletons as they... Oh, sorry. This is the slightly upgraded version of skeletons. They can either go melee or cavalry. So we got those guys. Chaos Knights, we looked at that. And then we've been recruiting humans for archer reasons because the skeletons don't have an archer unit. So for ranged attack and stuff, we've been recruiting humans. These guys, that's the upgraded ones. We got roaming undead warriors. These suck. They're good cannon fodder, but they suck. Empire troops, Empire enslaved warriors. These are slightly better than the ones we just looked at, which were how were they? The roaming undead? Yeah, the roaming undead. So those ones are slightly better. And then the regular skeletal units, they've got 2 trees. Well, it's the same tree on both sides. I don't know why, but it is. But it's the same one. And what are they? We get grave guards on one side. We get hell knights on the other side, and we get spirit wraith units here, which of course have infantry and cavalry as well. So the hex wraiths, Cairn wraiths, that kind of stuff. So that's what the skeletons do. If they live long enough. Skeletons don't live very long. Oh, the free for all. Sorry, I missed that. I was busy talking. And there's a spirit host. We got one of these. No, the scythe really isn't stuck in his back. That's his weapon, just because of the way the model is. But yeah. So we got that guy, and that's pretty much it for our units right now. Again, it doesn't seem to matter which way this goes. So, do you want to be a spearman or a swordsman? Go swordsman. See how that goes. So, that's our group. It's done there. So, like I said, so this is Drakenhof. This is where the vampires start, and Empire factions out here, and they're causing trouble. What else? Oh, spellbooks. So, spellbooks. So there's minor magic. This is what you start with. As a necromancer, you start with one spell. Do you get one of these? I guess you don't. So, as a necromancer, you don't start with the minor magic. You start with necromancy. The first spell you actually get is Raise Dead. This summons 4 basic skeletal units just for combat, just for that particular combat, and that's what they work. And you can cast up multiple times during combat, as long as you have enough mana or winds of magic, that kind of stuff. And then you can visit a magister in the cities to learn more magic. You have to, of course, visit the right type of magister, like going up to a celestial magister. He won't teach you necromancy stuff. Necromancers teach you necromancy. And the dark magic, too. Which Gimpy doesn't know. Anyway, I think they teach you dark magic. Anyway, you can learn these spells by going to the magisters, and it costs money just to learn new spells. Gimpy has learned 2 spells. He's got Gaze of Nagash, which is just a little bolt that flies out and kills things, kind of, sort of. And it's not too bad. It's okay. For a cheap spell, it's fine. But this one is the Withering Wave. This one's pretty effective. It's short. This spell is very long range. This one is very short range, I would say. But it's very effective. You'll see when we use it what I mean. But anyway, so again, all you have to do to learn these spells, and the way you can learn them is you have to do like little quests for the magisters. They're really simple. And as you complete those, it opens up these spells, and then it's just a matter of building up the money to buy them, which they, of course, get more expensive as they go up in the list. And there's Gimpy. This is our new Necromancer. We don't care about him. So Vukrul's starts off with the Fetid Cloud, which is a sickly short-range poisonous gas cloud. The range isn't that short, but it's effective. And he knows that spell. And being a Necromancer, he also knows how to summon skeletons. And then all we need to do is get the money to buy out spells, or buy some spells for him to use too. But he's doing okay so far. Gimpy, and then there's a new Necromancer. He's going to have the same spells as Vukrul's. And then the Celestial Wizard, his base magic is Dry Winds in the Desert Drought. Knocks down victims and applies minor damage. You can do that spell, and you can also do Lightning Bolt, which again, he likes to shoot people, friendlies, in the back with that one. So if he leaves the party, not a huge deal, although we should strip him clean, just to embarrass him. And then our Vampire gets magic as well. He's got a little self buff, strength of combat, adds 20% physical damage for 15 seconds, just to him. And then he also has dark magic, which is chill wind, assails the enemy with a freezing gale. So I'm guessing it does a little bit of damage. So again, you can teach these guys all new magic spells. All you need to do is find the right people to teach them. So you got that. That's magic, and you'll see how that works in combat here in a little bit. What else? Oh, they added weapons and stuff to the smithing. Not a huge choice. Some of them are a little broken, but they're there. And again, as always, you have to learn the actual recipes in order to make stuff. This number unlocked parts is highly inaccurate. It says 6 parts, but there's only, 2. Actually, only 1 unlocked. As you can see, we only have 1 unlocked part for the side stuff, so I don't know where it's getting 6 from. But again, mod stuff. Got staves. Can't make that one that yet. Got swords of different quality. And again, the parts unlocked is inaccurate because it said 6, but there's only 4. But again, big choice. Once you get them all and done, there's a big, decent amount of stuff to be looking at. They're a little bit more beat up than the normal Bannerlord stuff. At least some of them are. The ones we've seen. Again, still in process. That's the swords. Two-handed maces. Look, it's kind of like a Warhammer. Again, not unlocked yet. Rapiers, great swords. It's nothing there. This is just normal stuff there. Great axes. So very Warhammery with the blades. Again, still locked up. That. Pole arms. Nothing really special here. This is a little bit better than the normal game. But again, still locked up. Staves. Got a bunch of different tops for those. So, angel thing holding a warhammer, right? That's how that works. Now, the actual maces actually have so at least have the warhammer heads. So that's kind of cool. Free for all.
Looky looky, Vukrul's wants to get beat up again in the free for all. Get him. Get him now.
One more person. Need one more person for the free for all to kill Vukrul's, because, he wants it. He wants to get beat up. Do it. So, we've unlocked a bunch of these now. But this is vanilla stuff for weapons, so nothing special. Or nothing Warhammery. But coming along. Again, orders. Can we do any of this stuff? Oh, we can't make this yet because we don't know how to do that. Boo. Okay, so blacksmith. Stuff to do there if you want. It's again still being worked on. Okay, so oh, the Magister. We can insert the Magister. So basically, just go talk to the Magisters. This is Necromancer, as you'll see. And system's not too different. So basically, just open up the spell books. He teaches you different stuff. So unfamiliar lore. I don't know if you can learn this lore or not as a Necromancer. I don't know how that works. But if you want to buy a new spell, all you need to do is make sure that you're basically smart enough to do it. I guess is the right word. Vucrules. So Vucrules doesn't have the caster level to learn the two bottom ones, but he learned everything between. 25,000 each. These will cost 50 grand because we know that from UP. So these cost 50 grand, the two top spells. And the middle one's 25. Lower ones are like 5 or 6, I think. That one's 10, 25, yeah. So anyway, money. Who won the free-for-all?
Looky, looky.
Good job, Tiger.
Vucrules wants to get beat up again in the free-for-all. Get him. Get him now.
Veronica's so picky. Or not picky enough. But anyway, good job, Tiger, beating up on Vucrules. Now he wants to duel you, though. So again, magic. That's how you learn it. Just costs you money. And good to go. And he also sells scrolls, which are basically experience boosts. Is really what it is. You pay a lot of money for experience in a specific skill. Some more expensive than others. You want to see the item effects? It tells you right here. This book provides 5,000 smithing skill experience points upon reading, so that's what it does. For money. You don't want to. Oh, and then Tiger beat up on Vucrules in the duel. Good job. Can we be certain that it was rigged? Ugh. 8-Ball doesn't always know. 8-Ball, I think, just does that to make you feel better, Vucrules. What I need to do is teach 8-Ball to say something specifically related to Vucrules asking questions. So everybody else can use it and they get whatever it's supposed to be. And if it's Vucrules, it's only a specific answer every time. Wish I could do that. Worth every penny. Hey, there's no pennies spent. Okay, so let's go see if we can kill stuff. Oh, and clan. So yes, the clan thing is still a thing. We're up to clan tier 2. That's how many companions we can have. Parties are up to 104. Maximum thieves. No thieves. Workshops. Oh, we have these workshops. Should I invest in a workshop? I got the money to do it. On a workshop? Bet you know about it. It was all between Tiger and the bot. Yep, sure, whatever. Okay, so this city, what can I do here? Butcher, Vampire Counts, Bound Villages, Drakenhof, Fulberg, and Kurhof. We're off producing wheat. Backenhoff's producing sheep, and Fulberg is... Can't tell. Oh, pigs. So what kind of shop should we get here? Tanner, maybe? Gippy just don't want to officially admit that he is on the deal. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. My name's Gippy. Who the hell are you? I wish to buy your silversmith. I heard though. No, I don't want to buy your silversmith. You could change it to something. 14,000. Yes. Okay, so bought the silversmith. Oh, there's Lucas following me around. Shop worker. Change what you're producing here. Costs 2 grand. Okay. Tannery, wine, brewery, workshop. Brewery or tannery? Let's do tannery. Rawhides are fitting, but above a tannery we can turn them into leather. Are you sure you want to change your workshop? Yes. To arrange some tools. No, that's like I thought. No. So we'll see how the tannery does. Go from there. Tannery should be do well because there's 2 towns that do pigs and cows, so it should be okay for the tannery. Let's see. Oh, sorry, that was sheep. Pigs and sheep. Well, hogs produced. I may have screwed that up. Well, we'll see how much money it makes. Anyway. Oh, also as a necromancer, you can, where is it? Go visit the graveyard for a few hours. Raise the dead and corpses from the ground. Wait for 8 hours. Criminal tag with Sylvania is increased by 35 to 35. See? You would think that raising the dead would be perfectly normal or acceptable in vampire territory, but it's not. We need more skeletons. Permanent skeletons. Well, somewhat permanent. So, magic. A little... Lucas just killed them all, I think. Almost. So Vuko's killed a bunch of them with this little stinky cloud. But then I finished them off with my little sparkly cloud. So, we win. Yes, this is the graveyard. This is the graveyard. And Vuko's with 5 kills. Okay, so give you guys as prisoners. And then take your stuff. Gave them breath eternal? Sure. Sure. We picked up some extra skeletons, it looks like. Skeletons. We have 17 skeletons now. I don't know how many we raised, but it's enough. We're up to 103 or 104 for our army. And we'll get rid of these prisoners. We were brought before the town square to face judgment. Ignore the charges. Why would I pay money for something I could ignore? Transfer prisoners that we just took. Yeah. Okay, let's go see if there's some war happening out here. We just have to go find it. Like a little siege thing going on over there. Looks like. Look, Chaos Cultists. Oh, look, we got all three groups. So we got a couple of cultists and some outlaws. You know they're serious because these are very, professionally done T-shirts that they have. Okay, so group one. These are infantry, shield wall. 2, archers, go there. Group 3, this is cavalry. Over there. 4, the horse archer people. And off we go. This one wants to drop on them. This is a big spell. This won't hurt at all. You'll probably die. Watch him die. Hey, leave my horse alone. He almost killed my horse. See, our other spellcasters are doing stuff too. Summon skeletons. Go. Take one. All that clacking noise you hear are the skeletons cheering. Anyway, nobody for us died, of course. Impy only had 11 kills with those 2 spellcasts. Oh, so, prisoners. 2 guys, basically full. Do we have any roaming undead still? Do. So lose 3 of them. Take the regular skeletons. Alright, archer levels up. Scout levels up. Not Scout the Cat, because Empire Scout. No set. Oh look, food. Stuff. Upgrade. Let's try the question of the day. Is the tongue out? For Rocket? Oh. I don't know, is it? All you can see is his butt. So, I don't know. When he was laying in front of the camera before, it was, wasn't it? I mean, it usually is. I don't think he goes much these days without his tongue hanging out. Converted stuff. I don't know what the area converted means. I mean, it's being converted to vampire stuff, but I don't know what it means. I guess the vampire's taken over. Yes, or oh, wait a minute. The culture matters for towns and stuff when you're controlling them. When the culture is the same as their governor, it's a good thing. So converting that over would be good. You can't tell. Well, I can't make him move from here. I can't make him lay down where they want to lay down. They lay down where they want to lay down. Oh, don't do the hack.
Hey, bag of water. Stretch your legs.
No.
You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Oh, and I also have a quest I'm supposed to be doing. Raided enemy territory. We've got 31 days left. I've done 2 out of 3 villages I'm supposed to be raiding. So it's Averland, which is those guys. So I need to make. I need to raid some villages. I need to raid one more village. Which one should I do? No, it's not too far away. Oh, this is under siege, it looks like. Volkmar the Grim. He's got 6 cavalry, a lot of infantry, some range horse archers. So I think we're going to try to kill him. Even though he's got the numbers advantage on us by a little bit, we can even that out fairly quickly, I hope. Here, Volkmar. Oh, look, it is him. Gimpy, who the hell are you? Blah, 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 the cult of Sigmar. Yeah, cult is the right word. Oh, shader compilation in progress. So this is all the... This means they have units in the army we haven't seen before, so they're being preloaded. So we're going to wait for that to finish before we actually, get in there. Dumb stuff. You know, we're at war. Surrender or die. Yield or fight. I'm not surrendering, so do what you must. Okay. It's a snazzy outfit. Welcome back to Spiridor. How'd the hack go? I'm supposed to play better? Nope, sorry, it remains average. I do not have to play better. Anyway, attacking. Wall, shield wall.
Shields forward!
We don't really have a spot to defend from, do we? Good back up here. Oh, they can get up here too. Oh, this is getting better. You spellcasters. Sorry. Oh, that's our cavalry. Sorry. More spellcasters there. Try not to shoot anybody in the back of the head. Okay, so this should be fun. Gimpy's gonna go out and cause problems. So, as you can see, that's the range of where he can cast this spell. It's not very far. I'm gonna go wreck their infantry and stuff. Try to. So brave. So brave. Don't mind me, I'm just walking around, taking a little ride. Wow, that did no damage. Some, I think, maybe. Want to see some skeletons die instantly? I like how they have the greater numbers, but they're not attacking. Housing fireworks? You would think so. We got about 15 seconds. Oh no, sorry. It's, I'm out of shit. I'm out of mana to use my big spell. Yeah, killed some. But now I'm basically out of mana. It's okay, I got a bow. Oh, my skeletons didn't all die somehow. 3 headed up the hill there. I summoned, what, 4 or 5 of them, and they didn't all die. That's funny. I guess because I'm the attacker, they're not going to attack. But this is a perfect spot. I mean, look at that. I don't think I pick up any more Winds of Magic, which is a shame. They seem to be just chilling. Yeah, they are, because I attacked them. They're being chickens. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's
That for
right.
headshot.
I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
Ah, overhead. Oops, shit. They die. Shield. It's also just mind your own business back there. Why are the arrows going so high? Maybe they're having a TP break? They might be. I mean, Vukul's is back there. I hit my horse. So how's my mana doing? Is it building back up? It is max. No, it doesn't build up anymore. Well then. There's my friends. Everyone, follow me.
Everyone following.
And Platter Pirate killed everybody. Good job, Platter Pirate.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen.
Oops.
That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching and happy Wednesday. So we are in the process of fighting the superior army. And, well, maybe not superior, but larger army. This is our infantry moving ahead very slowly. Infantry, advance.
Infantry advancing.
Little skeleton army for the most part. Hey, what are you doing over there? Cavalry, follow me.
Cavalry following.
Horse archers, follow me.
Horse archers following.
I don't know why he... Oh, that was the leader of the army. He forget he's on a horse. I need to change that. He just runs off by himself. And died. Archers, hold.
Archers holding.
Archers, follow me.
Archers following.
A lot of people are going to die. Archers, hold.
Archers holding.
And Gimpy just got one shot by cavalry because he wasn't paying attention. So this fight is going to be a loss now. Plain and simple, this fight's going to be a loss. See, they just destroyed us. Yeah, we lost this. Because after I died, everybody just charges in, and it's pretty much over at that point. I mean, look how many of them are still running around. Skeletons aren't very strong. Boo. Boo. Sorry. Save's coming. See, if they would have attacked us, it would have been a different story, but they didn't. They sat back and waited. I know. Boo. Wasn't my fault. Use better magic? I did use good magic. That was the problem. It just, for some reason, it didn't work. It should have worked. So is he chasing us? No. See, he doesn't want to fight us. He thinks we're superior, which we probably are. So he doesn't want to fight us. And if he's not aggressive, he's just going to keep sitting back and doing that, what he just did. So, whatever. Oh, we're headed. Going which way? We're going north-ish. Going that way. Yep. Wasn't paying attention. Sure, someone of your reputation knows, blah, blah, blah. We drop a blood, so hopefully this works better for us. I didn't see how big their army was. Oh, it's going to be 150, huh? Because I pulled in the caravan, I think. Nope, 2 different groups. This will be interesting. 150 versus 106. Fair fight.
Shields forward!
No hills. We are screwed.
Hunters! Move! Sigmar's heirs! Move! Move!
Say the living? Well, that's kind of the idea. Okay, let's go drop some magic on them and hopefully this works well. Are you charging me? Not really. I only got 4 of them because they're all spread out. I got 1 more left of the big stuff, but with them moving, it's kind of hard to get them. So they're taking some little bit of damage over there, not a lot. We killed a few. And I'm pretty much out of mana. Infantry charge.
Infantry charging.
Cavalry charge.
Cavalry charging.
Horse archers charge.
Horse archers charging.
We're losing, by the way. We're losing horribly. We are just getting annihilated. Yeah, I got no mana left. Hey, headshot. Not that it matters. I don't have enough arrows to kill everybody. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Jeff, welcome back. Decide, what are you, the Grim Reaper? Not really. Not the way I'm going, at least. Try this again, not get caught up in this fight. Forgot the most basic tactic as undead. Always bring 10 times more troops than living. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have a choice there. Okay, so which way we're going? We're going... What? Supposed to be going that way. See, these guys, I think, are actually chasing us. No, actually, no. He's the one that was traveling by us. So we need to get one more raid done. Get all the red people. So we can lose them in the forest, maybe. Culture. I wish I could turn this stuff off. I don't think we're going that way. Oh, look at Manfred's army. Looks like they're sieging. I think we're going to see if we can join in here. I mean, because it looks like it's going well. Look, it's Manfred. Where's this dragon? 1,700 versus 360 something. I'm sure it works fine. So far, even being grim doesn't work so good. No, not really. Oh, this is not what I expected it to be. We've got our hero. Everyone, follow me.
Everyone following.
Oh, look, it's a tower. I wonder if this has better pathfinding for the towers. I know they've done a lot of work on the game in general for sieges and whatever, but I wonder how much better it really is. I haven't played in a while. Look at all the sparklies up on the wall. Okay, don't stand next to large groups. Kind of worked. Everyone follow me.
Everyone following.
I don't know where my own troops are. Well, my own troops really aren't going to be part of this. Oh, there they are. So, what are you guys doing? Don't stand out in the open like morons. Ow. Can't really see through the trees to see what's shooting at us from the left. Oh, right there. There's no ladders here. Come on, slowpokes. Up we go. Sure as a safe. Ow. Ow. So I saw the guy walk up right next to me and just starts slicing me up. So I don't know who this is. Is this our guy? This isn't our guy. We don't have any axes, I don't think. Ah, this is Gimpy's home already. See if she has a stalker. So I wanted to get up on the wall and then drop a spell down here where most of their people were, but that didn't work out for me. Come on, Mrs. Gimpy doesn't... Oh, that was not good for them. Are we winning? Yes, we're winning. It's just how badly are my counter speed is going to be. You know you guys are not doing anything by standing there. Okay, I'm going to turn the dog cam off because Mrs. Gimpy is done for the day, it looks like. Did Mickey the doorstop do his job well? Yeah, I don't think he got actually door stopped, so that's good. Oh, that's one of our or it's one of our companions there. That's the other necromancer. These guys are running for their lives, it looks like. Chickens.
Aren't your legs getting stiff? You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
Poke him with your slants, damn it. Poke him with your lance. Uh-oh, cut off. Still runs on by. Ta-da. Failed his second job then? Oh well. What? No, it's not a second job. His month-end work review? That he didn't do his doorstop well? Okay. So we only lost 4 people. Hey, I got 2 kills at least. Who's got 1 kill? So we lost our Black Knight because we had so many of those. Manfred. Just in time, Gimpy. I will not forget your help. He looks injured. Prisoners. We only lost 4. Seems like questionable how useful they are, but okay. Oh, look, stuff. That is not really an upgrade for us. Black Knight does not always triumph. Well, it's not that Black Knight. He's just a generic Black Knight. Doorstop is not one of Mickey's jobs. No, it's not. No. Thanks for helping on the siege of Notably. You were able to loot your fallen foes, but you do not participate in the sack of the town as you are not part of the army that took it. That's fine. You're brought to the town square to face judgment. What? I don't even know what judgment I'd be facing. Here's a magister we can talk to if we want. Sell all our prisoners. So, Witch Hunter. We actually have him join us? I don't think so. I think we're full. See if he'll join us. I don't think we have room for him, but... Tell me about yourself. Blah, stuff. I can use someone like you in my company. I don't have any room. Look, it's a party. It's a very large tavern. It's a very large tavern. It's just a flesh wound. That's what they always say, but it's always a little bit more. Okay. Cinnamon Ann is her name. Hey, Gray, welcome back. Oh, I thought somebody else said that. That's okay. Troops are good. We need to rest up maybe a little bit. Our influence is shitty. Oh, because we're considered to be a criminal? But we're not a criminal. We're not a criminal. So this is a different magister, not a necromancer. He's a Blah blah. Further knowledge. Teaches you fire, light, and heavens, which we don't know. I don't even know how you learn it. I don't think you can. Scout skill. Engineering skill. Yeah, I don't know how you learn new spell books. I don't even know if you can. My horse's armor. Kind of goofy looking. Oh, this is our town look anyway. Bow. Ow. Ray, you're welcome back even though you're not Cotter? Well, you don't have to be welcome back if you don't want to be. Oh, let's see. How are we doing? That fire's wounded go. Really beat up, so we need to rest for a little bit. Skeleton, horses. Oh, look at all the people we can recruit that we don't really need to recruit. Just working a smithy while we're going to be resting up, so Gimpy. Smelting.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
It's tired already. It's not good. Cruels. Would you like to smelt something, or you want to refine? You want to smelt something. Skeleton warrior mace head. Old halberd head. Oh, you're tired now. Next. Oh, I ran out of charcoal. Okay, let's rest up for a little bit. Steward's up to 61. Go Gimpy. Stop. What's this for? Oh, he's got points to spend. When did that happen? More smithing. Can.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
So, charm. How did that go up? Gain 5 influence by winning a tournament. Gain 1 morale while in a besieged settlement. Or 30% more likely to have children. 10% chance to get 1 relation with a random, notable, and governed settlement per day while continuous projects are active. Sure. I didn't even think about having relationships in this this mod. I didn't even think it was even a thing. I don't even know, is that even a thing? Heroes. Female. Alive. Culture. We'll see what the vampire count. See, look at all the cultures they have that are in here. We haven't run into greenscans or dwarves or any of these guys yet. Well, chaos ones, sort of. No wood elves. So at least they have a plan. Occupation, noble. Not married. Well, not a lot of choices there, is there? If we restrict ourselves to the vampire counts. Oh. We're marking these people so we might be able to find them. Oh, 49. Wow, she's old. 22. The other one was 22. Oh, sorry, boss fight. Good job, Tiger. Twilight beating up on a cybernetic zealot. Good job, I guess. Prisoner of Sterling. That was summer 84. Autumn of 84. She was prisoner again. Oh, wait a minute, no. Use that X, wherever that is. That same city. It's her too. So I guess we should head over to that city. And see if they're still there. Oh. Duh. They're not here. So I'm guessing they're in the army that took off with Manfred. Oh, I had prisoners, didn't I? Nope, got rid of them all already. Okay. Manfred, come back. Other members, so want any of these? See if she'll talk to us. Gimpy, who are you? Bob. I'd like to discuss. Be more of a mercenary, so I could help pledge myself as a vassal. We'd have to talk to Manfred. Bob. Good question. Fine, so no relationship there apparently. Was she one of them? Who are you? Discuss. Benefit helping. Not looking like marriage options. Need more ghosts. I wish to be pledging yourself a vassal. You're not blah, blah. I should be pleased to accept you. I am ready. My Khan, my father, my protector. Need to work on that text there. You're the chosen of the sky, and I shall follow your banners when my breath remains. Where shall be strike my sword and fight my arrow. Blah, bound to peace. Singular after the commander of some of my best men, in recognition of your worth, let me present you with this gift, which I hope will serve you well on the battlefield. He's given us 161 troops. Wow. We have to, get rid of some of the chaff here. No items to reward, though. So I'm guessing that doesn't work quite well. You know that you're now adopted to the Uzate Confederacy, so they need to work on that, of course. So, our army. Picked up a skill in charm somehow. Gain 1 renown and influence for each issue resolved. And every time you defeat an enemy lord party, you gain 1 in relationship with a random notable faction. Or increase influence gain from battles by 30%. Every time you defeat an enemy lord party, you gain +1 relationship with a random. Now let's go that one first. Somebody. Our necromancer. Wow, he picked up a lot of stuff. I don't know how this happened. Weapons you wielder having increased by 20%. Shield bashes. He didn't do any of this stuff. Damage to kind of weapon by 30% against shields. Infantry troops in the formation you're leading have their damage increased by 15% against shields. Trade. What does happen? Increase in sell price penalty for equipment. 15% decrease in sell price penalty for equipment. Your profits are marked. 15% decrease in sell price penalty for trade goods. Your profits are marked. Or you can carry 30% more weight. I don't know why these were suddenly showing up as being here. I don't remember him really doing much. Party wages are 55% less, recruitment costs reduced. Party consumes less food. Troops gain daily XP. Yeah, that one. Medicine. Oh, look, you're almost a doctor. But they're only stationary level of map during sieges reduced 7. So you're very noble. Sure.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
Yeah, I don't know where all those points came for him. Okay, so we need to trim our army down a little bit. So regular skeletons. We just don't need you. Enslaved warriors. Rid of them. What other crappy undead do we have?
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
I'm okay. So regular skeletons, bye. Wow, still another 100 to go. So these are the lowest, well, one of the lowest. So swordsman and spearman. These are just Dutch those guys. Our scouts we want to keep. Pistoliers, sure. Bowmen. Keep them for now, I guess. Actually, no, we can grab. Roaming undead warrior. You guys suck. So. A lot of new bloods there. Still have to lose another almost 60. Ugh. These guys are not quite very high up on the food chain, so ditch them. Grave guards. So above the grave guards. Oh, sorry, crypt guards. I guess we'll ditch them for now. So they're high end. Oh, these noobs. Are they? Hunter scale 140. Level 31. Two. These guys. 21. And see, these guys have potential to hit pretty good levels there. Potential. Start to hit another, what, 25, 27, somewhere around 26. $11 more. Could get rid of the chaos. I mean, they're cool and everything, but they're not that. I mean, they haven't died yet, but their skills kind of suck. So we get rid of the chaos guys. We don't need them. Armored spearmen, definitely don't need you. 6 more. So ghosts. Better hats. Let's get more recruits. 2 more. Okay, so army's a little bit more competent, hopefully. Look, Ungor, some Beastmen. Okay, we still have our working on a quest for Mr. Manfred. I think it's the raiding thing we're supposed to be doing. To go, I think specifically. Manfred blah blah grants Bevern to us. Hey, why are you raiding the town? Should we stop that? Or should we stop these guys first? First. Come back. Just want to talk to you. And Gimpy, who the hell are you? Law. Surrender or die. Okay. So, infantry. Oh, we still hurt? Shit. Oh, what's that?
Shields forward!
Oh, this is supposed to be led by Gimpy, that's why. Gimpy leads the archers.
Move! Hunters, move!
Leads 100% of the archers, thank you.
Move! Sigmar's heirs! Move!
Look at all the cavalry we have now. A little bit more cavalry. Oh, missing formations. Don't. Where's archers? Yep. That's the way it's supposed to work. Cavalry charge.
Cavalry charging.
And missed. That was impressive. Oh, and the cavalry just ran him over. Ah! Blocked by my own guy. Side is too short. Wow, we still lost 3. 2 Black Knights were lost in that charge, and a long. How'd we lose a longbowman? I'm a prisoner. How we lost Black Knights in that charge? Let's see. Oh, 3. Thank you. Take some skeletons. So Necromancer got his ass kicked for whatever reason. Stuff. Charms up. I don't know why my charm skill is going up, but Gerhardt the Vampire. Hey, Banner, welcome back. Happy Monday. Oh, wait, today's Wednesday. Whatever. Happy Wednesday. Decrease charge damage taken by 50%. Foot troops in your formation. He is a knight person. Increase your speed damage bonus while on foot. Foot troops in your formation gain speed bonus. Sure. How's athletics go up? It's supposed to be on a horse. Which reminds me. Leader of our infantry is on a horse. He shouldn't be. I need to fix that. A white king. He's a rusty vampire sword, which actually isn't as bad as it sounds. Horn skeleton body. Set. Oh, the graphics. But there's no armor on that. That's not good. Do you care that he looks like a skeleton? Not really. I'd rather that he had armor. Oh, I guess we should take a look at his shield too. Speed is 82, hit points 350. This is better. It's not a vampire shield, but it's still better. Seven physical arrow, 63. It's a decent sword. Okay, well, again, doesn't look real white because the gloves. Headed up to this area. We have one. We still have to raid another town. Looks like they might be following us. It's safe going across this bridge, right? Who are these guys? Caravan. Care. Hey, how's my money doing? Workshop income is only 65. Find a good village to raid. It's a hideout. Maybe here? I'll try raiding this and see how it goes. Plunder, plunder, plunder. Oh, they didn't have anybody protecting this village. What's going on out here? Oh, outlaws. Yes, defeat those outlaws while I'm raiding your village. That makes sense. Halfway there. That is agriculture thingy. Plunder. Oh, look, chaos cultists. Chaos raiders. Okay, so. Yeah, we don't really care about a rep with them. More importantly, quest is done. So now we just have to go find Manfred, get a reward, and if we do another more raid, we get 3,000 per village raid. So, the raiders. Cultist or raider? Oh yeah, and this whiner. My lord, what I said about raiding villagers. I don't care for it any more than I did before. Yeah, you said that last time too. Apparently you don't care that much. So Chaos Raiders. Oh, they actually want to fight us. 82 infantry, 16 cavalry against our 29 cavalry, 55 infantry, 20 range, 1 horse archer. 16 cavalry against our 29. We have to kill a lot of their infantry before it gets to us. But they don't have any missile units. So I think we shall fight them. Oh, look at them. They're bigger than normal. Asinine mortal, prepare to die. Aren't you technically mortal too? Just saying. Although Gimpy is a vampire. He's a vampire. I don't think he classifies as immortal, does he? Any more than they do. Okay.
Freemen! Shields forward!
So they attacked us. Do they have any hills around here? Nope. Very flat land.
Move! Hunters! Sigma's heirs.
Horsies, where are you gonna go? Better, you know?
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs.
After this fight.
After this your next break is in 2 hours. Then what? Complain that you were robbed of a victory that was not going to happen?
It's not gonna happen. Let's see. He's good. All set. All set. We need more archers. What happened to our other archers? I thought we had more than 20. It's okay. We're fine. Okay. Maybe gets to go, actually, get some dead real quick. They attacked us. Would have liked to be up on that hill. Cavalry charge.
Cavalry charging.
Ow. Apparently I'm not very fast. I thinned him out a little bit. You guys trying to eat me? Oh, I've got 16 mana left. I had 16 mana left. Shit. Wasn't able to get the spell off in time. Oh well. So now everybody's gonna go charging in. It's gonna go horribly wrong. Just like to point out, they're not actually charging the people, they're just running forward. Stupid archers just go charging in and dying. This is why we only had 20 of them. Well, Undead Horde won, but that was ugly. Lost 50, lost 33 dead. What? Oh, the summon. Forget about the summon. You get 15 kills. That one spell. That one spell had 15 kills. Not prisoners. Yeah, we're down by quite a bit, so all them. Everybody got hurt there. Vampire New Blood, split that between both. One's male, one's female. I don't know what the main difference is between them. I think the female's got some range stuff, but it's hard to tell. Look, it's Blood Knight. So, get all the chaos stuff we picked up for prisoners. 10 hours to get their worth. You guys are nothing. They're all the same level, so I don't think it's going to matter which ones we take. Prisoners. Oh, we're one over. Putrid Blight King. What the hell are you? I'm going to go with probably Chaos something or other. Look at the armor on that. These horses got an upgrade. Rusty Grave Guard Great Axe. Oh, we're a little over on carrying capacity? I run into that too much. We need more mules. Okay, so what happened here? Lucrol's got a point in something. Medicine. Oh, Lucrol's is our doctor. Medicine recovery chance applies to enemies too. Increase your max health by 5. Decrease wounded party speed penalty by 50%. Increase the health of every mount in your party by 15. Decrease wounded party speed penalty by 50. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break, and you get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing, and we'll get back here and do some more raising of the dead and that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.